What is going on, people? It's the TBK podcast. Today, we're going to be discussing the results of UFC260, primarily looking at Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou. Man, it was a bit scary in there, man. So I'm here with Lawrence, and I'm here with a guy from across the pond, Darnell. So I'm going to start with Darnell, man. Firstly, how did you see the fight going beforehand, and what did you think of the fight afterwards?
Man, I hate the Johnny come lately. Oh yeah, I knew Ngannou was gonna win. Like, I should have said something before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I should have said something before. I did have Ngannou because his power. I've been watching his fights, and his power just recently. It's just like, man, he's knocking heads off, and he's just not missing his accuracy. But the thing about it was, we didn't know if Stipe would be able to drag him into deep waters. And because he's known for kind of having endurance issues in the later rounds, and that's pretty much what got him beat, his wrestling and lack of endurance in the first fight. So this fight, man, he was just so cool and composed, and you know, he used so many weapons, and I didn't think he was going to look like this. I didn't think it was going to be a watch like this.
Yeah. He looked very sharp, man.
Very sharp.
Say if I could just interject, right?
Of course. What the things.
Okay, so this fight here, when it first started, to be honest, I picked Stipe in it. Yeah, because when they fought the first time, how Stipe handled him, I just thought to myself, it's pretty textbook here. Do you know what I mean? Ngannou, he has stamina issues, you know, because he's so big and his muscles use so much oxygen, and he can't wrestle. He just can't work on the ground. Yeah, and when they started. It started how I expected it to go. I expected Ngannou to look strong. I expected him to look ferocious. But then Stipe actually took I think it was a left hook. It caught him on the back of the head, but he took it quite well. And I thought to myself, oh, okay, like he's taking his power quite well there. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And then I thought he needs to take him down, but he doesn't need to take him down yet. Yeah, like, because he needs to, like, Ngannou looked too strong. I knew he needed to take him down, but he didn't need to take him down yet. I just thought Stipe was just trying to be patient, trying to wait until he gets to, like, say, round 2 or something like that. Yeah, do you know what I mean? He's just gonna, you know, work it or whatever. Yeah. But then he tried to, like, go for the takedown way too early, and it's almost like he was intimidated by Ngannou's imposing figure. Yeah, while it was standing up, he rushed to try and force the takedown, but Ngannou was still too strong. And it's like, when he stuffed that takedown,
life, innit? Man's
I was
flashed
scared
before his eyes.
Hey, he made bruhs proud tonight, man. That was just. But listen, you're saying it was his imposing figure. No, I think it was that power that gave him some pause.
No, but that's the whole thing about Ngannou, isn't it? Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. He thought he would have had maybe a better chance of trying to fight on the ground. He didn't want to stand up no more. But when Ngannou stuffed the takedown, yeah, hold on, Darnell. When Ngannou stuffed the takedown, and then he went, like, he took his back here, and he hit him with, like, 4 or 5 power shots, yeah, flush, yeah.
Yeah.
Stipe was gone from there, as far as I'm concerned, yeah. Like, because that round there, he didn't throw anything after. He done nothing that whole round, and I was like, Stipe's done. He's just blagging it. He's just blagging it, just trying to make it through the round, yeah. And yeah, man, that was scary. It was just scary. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know. What do you want to add, Rash? What do you want to add?
Listen, man, Ngannou's not strong, man. He's strong. He's just strong. Like, it's not strong no more. It's strong. The strength he's got is just crazy, innit? Like you said, when Stipe shot that double leg and then it got stuffed, you could see the energy just get sucked out of him. He was like, what is this? He was like, nah, this isn't how I was meant to go. Like, I was meant to be able to do that, because, like, if you watch the first fight, the ease that Stipe took him down with, it was just like anytime he grabbed a hold of him, he ragdolled him. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think and he was a lot smaller this time as well. He was a lot ripped at the weigh-in. So you know, I did think that Stipe was going to win because it was such a clean performance in the first fight. Like in Ngannou's kind of like the Wilder of MMA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes there's no technique to what he's doing, but this time he's actually gone back to the drawing board.
No, but
it's like he's gone back to the drawing board.
No, I can't let you get that off. He's not the Wilder man.
Even if you look at like his even if you look at like his last TK, who did he fight before Stipe? And he knocked them out like in 50 seconds or something like that. Who was it that he fought?
Rosen.
Yeah.
The Negro with the weird last name.
Even that.
I can't think of his name right now.
That was sloppy, man. But this time,
that was a little sloppy. They were just throwing haymakers at that.
Yeah. But
Darnell, talking to your mic, Darnell.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, like when he fought Overeem, he's got some good knockouts.
Oh yeah, Overeem was nasty.
He beat Curtis Blaze twice. He beat Overeem, and it was a nice exchange. I've watched a lot of his fights. He's been somebody I've really been paying attention to. And his strikes are a little bit more calculated. He's a little bit more composed than people give him credit for. Wilder just be looking crazy and swinging, but there is some technique to Ngannou. I like him.
Yeah, I definitely think that, because even that Overeem fight, like that uppercut was flipping.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But
Wilder's never hit anybody with an uppercut. He's a boxer. Yeah. I've never even seen a Wilder uppercut.
He uppercutted Ortiz. He dropped Ortiz in the uppercut in the first fight still. To give Wilder his credit.
Was that an uppercut?
Yeah. In the 10th round, he dropped to the uppercut. Like, there was an uppercut there. Bam. I think that was the shot that might have knocked him out. I think.
But I wanted to. I mean, while I'm thinking about it, I just wanted to bring up the final knockout.
Yeah,
was hilarious to me. We talked about that, and I'm watching like, what exactly did you think you were doing here? And you brought it to my attention, like, dude, he was already cooked by then anyway. He didn't really know what he was doing. I'm thinking because he normally recovers pretty decently. Yeah. So you're saying he was out on his feet, which makes more sense than whatever it looked like he was trying to set up.
It's like he jumped into the knockout. He was like, yeah, you know what, this is long.
He jumped right into it.
You know what, yeah? Like the first round in that, I believe Stipe was really, really hurt that first round, and it's like where he ended up in like a dead man zone, where he didn't want to stand with him, and he was scared to try and take him down again because he got punished the first time he tried to do it. That punishment that he took trying to take that takedown, was like, it was very punishing. It was very hurtful. But
he took some big hands.
Yeah, let's talk about the knockout. So Ngannou, I think he's jabbed him. He's jabbed Stipe, isn't he? He's jabbed him. Stipe's pulling back. Ngannou's gone in for the kill. Stipe actually caught him with a counter. I think it was a counter. Was it a counter right? He caught Ngannou with, which stunned Ngannou momentarily. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And then Stipe in his. I don't know, like in his drunken state, he thought, okay, let me just go for the kill here. And Ngannou, he gave him the George Groves treatment, innit? Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, where like, you know, like his leg was like folded, like his leg was like touching his back, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was like,
that was brutal. He looked like Dazim off a Street Fighter. When he got knocked out.
Yeah, it got ugly. Definitely got ugly. So
but I mean, one thing I wanted to say, and it's actually something that I'm looking very forward to now seeing, and we have to talk about this. Jon Jones versus Ngannou. Like that is an exciting fight.
That's a good fight, you know. I think
Darnell. Go on.
I can't even pick a win in that because Jon Jones is just the GOAT, innit? But like I said before, I don't come at me with all this. Oh, he's still taking it. No, bro, I don't care in it. There's no drug that can make you Jon Jones in it. I don't care in it. So it's gonna be if you can avoid that one punch for the first 2 rounds, Jon might have it. And I think the thing with that Jon is he's got those oblique kicks. So it might just stop Ngannou coming forward.
The oblique kick.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let me say something. Am I able to use profanity?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. I'm tired of it seems like, and maybe it's tribal, it seems like African Americans always have to complete some kind of super nigga feat. Why should he have to jump up and fight this monster? This is a horrible matchup. Now, okay. Jon Jones is the GOAT. But this is what I'm saying. Like, right now, everybody's like, Charlo's ducking Benavidez. He's 160. Why does he got to jump to 168? I know he said a little bit, but now they're acting like he's ducking everything. Floyd got to jump up and fight this guy, but we're not making Canelo clear out 160. We don't make other people do these ridiculous feats. Like, why doesn't Khabib got to fight Usman at 170? Why is it always, it seems like you're forcing certain people, a certain group of people, to have to prove their greatness? They got to do something crazy and stupid. I think this is a terrible career move for Jon Jones.
Okay, but wait, just to touch on what you just said there, to be fair, Canelo, he's moved up weight classes. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I understand the point
you're making. He's fighting the wrong guys, man.
Hold on, wait, hold on 2 seconds. Canelo has moved up numerous weight classes from welterweight, super welter, middleweight, super middleweight, all the way up to light heavy. Canelo's gone up 5 weight classes. With Jon Jones, I know what you're saying. It's not, Jon Jones isn't like, like when they want Floyd to fight Triple G, or they want Charlo to fight Benavidez. Charlo is at 160. He's never fought at 168. Jon Jones is actually a heavyweight now. He's actually been training for the past year to make.
He's never fought any heavyweight.
He's never fought any heavyweight. That's true. But when Israel Adesanya fought I can never pronounce his name. Right? Say his surname for me.
I can't even remember. No, Blachowicz.
Anyway, when Israel Adesanya fought Jan Blachowicz, I can never say his name. But when he fought him, he didn't actually acclimate to the weight. He didn't actually acclimate to the weight class. He literally went into that fight as a middleweight. Jon Jones has actually done it the proper way. Jon Jones has actually been training for the past year. He actually gave up his title at light heavy so that he doesn't have to, he can actually take his time to actually make the weight correctly. So I understand what you're saying, because Jon Jones is an unknown entity in the heavyweight division. Yeah, do you know what I'm trying to say? And we need to see if Jon Jones has still got that same kind of mobility that he normally has. But I think it's an exciting match. I would really like to see it because Jon Jones might potentially lose. I don't see anyone at light heavyweight beating Jon Jones, but I do see that Francis Ngannou, if he's going to get beat by anyone, it's going to be a heavyweight. It's going to knock him out. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Right.
Francis Ngannou might beat him.
Right. He definitely got a shot to beat him. Well, like even when you brought up Israel Adesanya, I mean, if we're honest, that the guy who's holding the belt right now, he's probably about I would say at least the third or fourth best light heavy though. He just ended up with the belt based off of politics. He got a lucky knockout against Homeboy, but he's not better than a couple of guys, and they're slipping my net like this, slipping my mind. Like I don't think I think he's a bad matchup against Gustafsson. He's a bad matchup against Thiago. What's his name?
Thiago Silva. Santos. Sorry, just for everyone listening. Just for everyone listening. We've been up all night. We haven't slept. Yeah, I haven't slept like in over 24 hours. Yeah, Darnell hasn't slept either. Yeah, Rash, I'm not too sure. So just forgive us for like the blank spots in our heads and that. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Please forgive us. We sound like a bunch of casuals. Like I can't. The names aren't firing off. I'm still geeked from Francis's. I'm still geeked from Ngannou's victory. Like because I'm like I told you, I'm in Ohio. Stipe's from. He lives in Ohio. He's a firefighter in Ohio. It's a redneck state here. Like it's what it's called. They sell guns. They hunt deer. It's deer hanging in people's front yards. They take a lot of pride in Stipe. So him getting slept, they not really feeling that now. They're not. They're hurting right now. It's a lot of embarrassment right now. A lot of people's running their mouths, and now everybody's quiet.
You know who I wanted to just give a quick mention to as well. I know we was just going to talk about the main event, but I wanted to talk about Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida. Did you watch that fight?
I didn't get a chance to. I'm in a hotel right now tonight. Okay. I'm having some work done on my home, so I didn't get to. I got to watch the Woodley debacle, which was
that was horrible.
He needs to just retire. He just needs to retire.
He's done. Did you watch it, Rash? Did you watch any other fights?
Brother, I still haven't even fucking watched.
How did O'Malley look?
He looked excellent. You know what? I'll be honest, it's the first time I've seen him fight. I've seen his name before.
Oh, really?
Because he's quite colourful with his hair and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. But he actually looked excellent. So he was basically, what round was it? I think it was the first round. I can't quite remember. I think it was the first round. You know, he's quite dynamic. He's quite a dynamic fighter. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's really dynamic, and he's quite rangy as well. And he basically dropped Almeida with a head kick. He hit him clean with a head kick, and then he dropped him, and he thought Almeida was done, and he tried to do like a cool, like he tried to look cool, like do like a walk away knockout kind of thing, like, you know, like when you turn your back and walk away, but he wasn't done. I mean, the fight had to continue for another 2 rounds and that, But then he got the job done properly, man. The knockout was horrible. It was actually brutal. Like he dropped him. He dropped him with like a short hook on the inside. He dropped him with a short hook, and then he looked like, okay, is it done? And they were like, the fight ain't done yet. So he literally, it was like a diving. I don't know how to even describe it. It was like a diving bolo punch towards the ground. Bang, you get me? That was all she wrote. It was over. You know, if you guys get the chance, like, watch that back, and then maybe we can talk about it. O'Malley, he's definitely going to watch, man. I could see a superstar at Bacon with that guy, man. He's definitely.
He was looking good. He had just lost his last fight from. He was injured during the fight. Right. Like his knee did something. He ended up losing that fight and being stopped based off of the injury. So I asked how he looked because I wanted to see if he healed right, if he got back to himself. Because before that injury, he looked really good. He's a guy that I'm impressed with.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, we might as well just cut it off here now. I mean, UFC 260. It was entertaining. You know, Tyron Woodley. Unfortunately, he got. I mean, he got submitted, but really and truly, he kind of got knocked out. But he got submitted, I guess. Yeah, do you know what I mean? You know, Sean O'Malley looked great. And yeah, but obviously, you know, this podcast is about the main event, Francis Ngannou, you know, becoming champion at heavyweight. Is there anything that you'd like to add before we go, Donnell?
I'm all set, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Excellent.
Brothers, all tip your caps to Ngannou. Have a drink for him. He made us look real well. He represented. So, like I said, I'm still geeked about that. So, yeah.
No, man, it's just a good night's sleep, isn't it? And hopefully we get to see Jones versus Ngannou later on this year.
All right, so that's it from us lot. It's the TBK podcast.
Yes.
We're out.
And this is the TBK podcast.